Where do you want to go next?
One with nature.
Stay close and you will live.
Gather!
Shine down!
Rain outlines your fate.
Bring it on! Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Let me lead you.
Truth hurts!
Shine down!
Structure!
Now you shall perish!
Solidify!
Rain outlines your...
Stabilize! Bring it on!
There is no escape!
Solidify!
Time to act. Body and mind.
Gather!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Confess!
There is no escape! In the name of the prince...
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the
I've long heard that it is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could...
Oh, you flatter. If it's possible.
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that Hu Tao invited Zhongli over. Paimon never... Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun? Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I heard that the audience loved it too. And she's been receiving quite...
Yep. And they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However...
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my shit.
Hold on. Xiangling came up with a new recipe. See? Someone here... Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me... Oh, so that's what you were talking...
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing.
Oh, the two of you... Oh. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have...
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing... Oh, Hu Tao was the one who invited us. Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, As for Hu...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked, seems like it's almost...
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone and... Could it be...
She didn't clarify. And as her...
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the park. Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh, I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasure to convene here with all of you.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler... Great.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh? Finally remembered me? When we arrived just now, the hosts at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends.
You know Xiao.
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to... You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations. Dispelling evil together. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance...
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-up. I didn't think we'd have the...
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Sing.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all... Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Please accept Paimon's greet. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone.
What's your trip?
A little get-together between friends. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a...
Indeed. Exceptional acting skill.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to... We all worked really hard this year. Cooking, helping with the food, and of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty... As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one...
Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but...
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of Demons, Adeptus Shao. Guardian of Wangshu, and I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th. Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop?
There might be other...
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past...
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape. The Adepti vanquished the demons. The Millelith fought valiantly. And Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince... You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we...
But I didn't expect there...
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. Did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people be-
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromised? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba...
It sounds like you've heard the...
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern, thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before. You should know him.
Seeds of story.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that voice?
If I'm not mistaken... don't just sit...
No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. Fate has brought us...
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's right. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it... Huh, it's you. Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Genyu?
Yep. Now that I've taken I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genyu's new Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, you're
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too.
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get close. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago.
You've already forgotten? And bards go around singing wherever they...
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody. And it made me...
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsha.
And I'm his boss. Oh, wait.
That's very considerate of...
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you.
Oh, you're too not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land. From the sophisticated way he's... Xiao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Xiao!
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhang. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like... I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to...
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is There's one I heard a while back. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative and
I think so too. The composition, if I were to give it an old melon on a vine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has...
You have great taste, Venti.
Of course!
Hey, Shinj! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written... I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge.
I don't think it's your...
Changyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is it...
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite Music Festival this year. Getting to know other musical styles is essential. As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near... The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for one. Don't think anything... By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to know. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue, people are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smooth. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, in a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, considering that everyone may have...
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts.
What's with the urgency?
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air.
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then. Don't...
It seems like our new friend is an expert.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something
No such thing. I wouldn't...
Let's depart. Are you alright? It's hard to describe. It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated, but this time... No. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in, and that's something I might never be able to do. That does sound like... No matter. I know whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels... Yes. The parlor director went out of her way. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power. And I knew that you would be here, but I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now, but I think he meant designing clothes for those around. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capi. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not in...
You're not.
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring... Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching. To be honest, I was You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head...
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came Here, take the...
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometime. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of... I'll be honest. Before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guest she planned, so I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly...
Thank you for the trouble. There was no... I'll take them. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yan Xiao cooks.
Okay.
Alrighty, we should head back. You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon. How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what your dessert is all Paimon.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious... Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive...
Oh? Is this some...
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be... Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. Lighting the incense will signify...
I see. Perfect. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhang Li. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener. Even for if knowledge were a form of power, one could even...
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one... I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our...
Is this really the way this works?
It's not a big... Just look at her! Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition, the only heir of the famous Wan Min restaurant, a good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at... Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest...
Huh? Don't get me...
Oh, not a bad choice. With the commerce...
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish. But it's of lesser importance than good health and... Which means we should choose Chongyun.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror. Adeptus Xiao has the...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here. You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observation. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again. Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean... Oh, well...
I agree. Paimon's just the one without a friend constantly by your side. But one...
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an...
You guys... What? Those were genuine compliments, right? Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but...
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed...
That means Paimon is as important to the Traveler as Guoba. Looks like we've come to an agreement.
I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent Traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend. Paimon! We'll be refilling and here you go. Take the match and...
Yep, the tea was amazing.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come, it was great getting to know you all.
Bye. Oh. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Rex left.
Just Zhongli will... I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully...
Heaven forbid. Not you two.
I heard that during the Lantern... The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made. But there are multiple sides in the legends recorded by... But whether to me, Streetwood Rambler... This was as true back then. just how Shao may seem unapproachable, so there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
It
looks like you understood what the director asked me to accompany you on your return. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with...
Bye, Xiangli. Everyone's Paimon always feels a little empty inside, but... At least you? No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler. Good that you were aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness. Okay, I'll see you next time then.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Quake! Stabilize!
Odds reveal! Witness the power!
Solidify! Stabilize! This is order!
Brain cutter! Time to act.
No rest for... Fracture! Get moving!
Rain outlines your fate.
Solidify!
Witness the power.
Truth hurts! Fracture! Cyclone!
No, my sword! Body and...
Truth hurts!
Stabilize! I will have order!
Solidified!
Odds revealed by...
Bring it on!
Gather!
Truth hurts!
Time to... Let me weave you a verse. Huh? By royal decree...
Confess!
Sounds good to me.
Stabilize!
Witness the power.
Cyclone! Solidify!
Looking for trouble?
Let me weave you.
Bring it on! That's close
Following
enough.
orders.
Get moving! Fracture!
No, my sword. Time to act. Grain cutter.
Bring it on!
Body and mind. Time to act.
Stabilize!
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power.
Solidify!
Into the wind.
No, my sword.
Bring it on! Gather!
Time to go. One with nature.
Rain outlines your fate.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Solidify!
This is such a... Facing the sea breeze and gazing out at the soaring seagulls. Makes me want to sing out loud. Kazuha, how about I stay here and be the ship's resident bard? What are my prospects?
With your level of artistic finesse, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. But I'm afraid the sailors aboard are not the most versed in the arts. They probably wouldn't understand the deeper...
You can't say that for sure. Poetry is spur-of-the-moment creations. Anyone viewing the same sights and experiencing the same atmosphere would surely understand. There's a port in Mondstadt too, but I rarely get the chance to board any of the ships. Speaking of ships, everything's perfect about this one, except... Kazuha, could you tell your captain that my height says nothing of my age? I'm way past drinking age. How often does one get to enjoy a seafood feast on a ship? It'll be a real shame if there isn't anything stronger to enhance the food. Pretty please?
There's not much I can do about that. It's not because Captain Beto's not on the ship right now, but because there's no room for negotiation on this matter. Even I have to sit in the no-drinking zone every time.
But I don't get drunk after just a few sips. Trust me, I can hold my liquor really well.
you a verse.
Into the wind.
Know my sword! Witness the power of Google.
Fracture! Wind strike! Clouds high. The birds call! Reverse! Get through me!
Stabilize! Gather!
Fracture!
Know my sword!
Bring it on!
Let me weave you a verse.
The wind knows me. Fracture! Compact! Into the wind! Bring it on! The wind knows me.
Let's just hope the rain hasn't washed all the clues away.
Show's about to start. Magnificent! Absolutely magnificent. Well, Lady Ningguang, the Tianquan of the Liyue Qixing, has invited me to visit her again at Yujing Terrace to I do hope everything goes well and that we have more opportunities to collaborate in the next time we have another performance, you'll have to come. I will save the best. Magnificent! Yes! When I heard the music coming from up in the clouds, I felt like it had a special kind of hope, and the ensemble at the end was truly sublime. I felt like I would have started... Magnificent! Absolutely I've already given her my thanks in person. This is what she said. It is only natural to lend a hand when we see someone in distress. Truly, but I've also made a decision for my...